Welcome back everyone and thanks for joining me for another episode of my Chelsea save on Football Manager 2018. You join me today for our 5th group stage game in the Champions League. We are away to Napoli. Last time out it finished 0-0 at Stamford Bridge against Napoli. Hopefully it'll be a different story today. And then we finish up things in the group at home to RB Leipzig. As things stand, we are a point top. We need to win this game today against Napoli. Before we get into the game against Napoli, I have played a couple of games off camera, starting with this one at home to West Ham United. We did come away with a win, but it wasn't very convincing. It finished 1-0 to Chelsea. None of our players got on the score sheet. It was an own goal from Winston Reid in the 65th minute. I was very disappointed with players like Ozil, players that need to be stepping up in games like this. We need them. Just a few days later, we were playing in the Champions League. Again, it was a must-win, as the last time out against Olympiacos, it finished as a draw, so we needed to go all out, with it being at home as well, and we did just that. We got the result we needed, professional job, comfortable 2-0 win, with goals from Eden Hazard and Morata, who wrapped things up in the 80th minute. Pretty happy with that. Then we travelled to South Wales on the weekend before the international break to play Swansea. It finished 1-0 to Chelsea. Some of these results not really convincing at all in the Premier League. Champions League, we seem to be coasting along just nicely, but the Premier League, it seems as though things are starting to slow down a bit since our good run of form. Finished 1-0 here, the goal coming in the 87th minute from Morata. The players came back from international duty as we looked to take on Watford, and unfortunately we lost. We lost at Stamford Bridge to Watford. It finished 2-1. We dropped all 3 points in a game that we really should have been winning, and we got dominated by Bebe, who scored the opening goal that picked up the Player of the Match award. It's the lowest of the low, isn't it, when that happens to you, especially at your home ground. Very, very disappointing. This was a game that also saw Ozil dropped for the first time since putting on the Chelsea colours. He did come on in the 80th minute, but there just wasn't enough time for him to have much of a say in this game. But his performances over the last 3-4 games since I was last with you guys just haven't been up to scratch. So he deserved to start the game on the bench. But as you can see, we lost it against Watford. And the only other game we've lost in the Premier League this season was at home to Arsenal. So things have been going okay, but we could have done so much better against Watford. Here is the league table then as it currently stands. We'll leave it on this screen. So we're third on 26 points. We're 6 points above Bournemouth and City, so a bit of breathing space there, but we're only 3 points behind the league leaders, Arsenal, and a point behind second place, Manchester United. So in the grand scheme of things, we're doing okay. I just want performances to be a lot better, especially when we're at home against teams that we really should be absolutely thrashing, especially with the quality that we have in the side now. And it's all about finding that right balance with Ozil, Hazard, and getting them ticking over just nicely. So, as you can see, the last time we played Napoli at home, it was at home again, and we underperformed in this one. It finished 0-0. Hopefully it's going to be a different story away from home, but it's going to be difficult. The teams are in then. It's Napoli against Chelsea. Let's have a look at their side then. So Pepe Reina starts in goal. Going forwards, they do have Giacchiarini starting out on the right. They have Insigne and Milik. Now Milik, let's have a look at his season stats so far. Serie A, only 1 goal out of 9 appearances, 3 in 11. He's done really well in the Champions League so far. 2 appearances, 2 goals, 7.3 rating. So we're up against it today. He's in good form in the Champions League. Insigne has done well. 5 appearances with 4 assists in the Champions League. Whereas in Serie A, he's had 8 appearances and 6 goals. Jorginho starts alongside Hamšík, the captain, in central midfield today, with Allen just sitting behind. Koulibaly and Albiol start as the 2 centre-halves today for Napoli. For Chelsea then, Courtois is back for Chelsea in the Champions League after being out for a while. Christensen, David Luiz, Blind, Alonso and Azpilicueta as the 2 wing-backs. Bakayoko and Kante in central midfield, and going forwards, Hazard, Ozil and Morata. Come on then. Here we go then, the referee blows a whistle, gets this match underway. It is a must-win for us. As let's bring up the group stage, the group table here. It is really tight between us, Napoli and RB Leipzig. Insigne with the free kick. Morata going to go it alone here. Has Ozil, who's starting to make the run. Find Ozil. Pass it to Ozil. What are you doing, Morata? All he had to do was find Ozil, who was in bags of space, had plenty of time, and we could find ourselves a goal up by now. Not happy already, and we're under 10 minutes gone. And Bakayoko's just picked up a yellow card. He's also picked up an injury. He's going to have to come off. What a start to the game. I'm going to have to replace him with Drinkwater, our only option on the bench. What is it that he's got? A potential head injury. It's got to be serious if he's had to come off so early. Certainly not looking good for Bakayoko. Still can't believe Morata went it alone with that run. Why he couldn't have just picked out Ozil, who is totally marked. We've got another opportunity here. Alonso finds Morata. Here's Hazard. Hazard swings it in. Who's going to chase that down? Come on, Blind. You need to be committing to that, at least. We did win the ball back, thankfully. Here is Daley Blind now. Alonso, Drinkwater. Good ball out wide to Ozil. And it's N'Golo Kante. Finds Hazard. Just surrounded by Napoli players, Hazard, as soon as he picks up the ball. Here is Morata. Ozil. He's looking good at the moment. Drinkwater, first time to Kante. Alonso in space. Squares it to find Ozil. He does get his goal. Ozil is back. It's 1-0 Chelsea, 20 minutes on the clock. What fantastic build-up that was from Chelsea. I love this. Ozil finds Drinkwater. Look at the space for Kante. And he knows Alonso's there. But what makes this even better is Jackarina's doing nothing. Kerekes is committing to Hazard, who's playing narrow, which leaves Alonso wide open. Albiol realises, then Kerekes does. And it's too late. And it's right across the front of goal. And Ozil just slots it into the back of the net. It's 1-0 then to Chelsea. Really good attacking manoeuvre there from us. And there is the group as it stands. Azpilicueta going to take the throw then. Finds Drinkwater. Azpilicueta finds Ozil. Ozil looking to poke that through then. Finds Morata or maybe even Hazard. Here is Hazard now on the ball. There's that low centre of gravity. He turns on the ball so easily, keeping it tight to his feet, swings it in to find the head of Alvaro Morata. It's 2-0, 35 minutes. Look at this, Drinkwater finds Hazard, picks up the ball. Look at how close he keeps it to his feet. And he swings it, oh, Morata just spears the ball with his head into the back of the net. Love it, 2-0. We are just battering Napoli at the moment. Don't think Napoli have had an opportunity on goal. Probably spoke too soon. But we're remaining solid at the back. Keeping that shape. Alonso going to close down Kerekes. Fails to do so. Drinkwater with the header away. Jorginho goes for that long range effort just outside the penalty area. And that's their first shot of the game. It's took them almost 45 minutes to get a first shot. Well, they've had two now. None have been on target. We've done really well at the back to keep the likes of Insigne, Milik, especially Milik, who scored 2 goals in his last 2 appearances in the Champions League for Napoli, to keep them quiet. I mean, we've done really well. We've dominated possession, really happy with that. And we've had the majority of opportunities on goal. And we're playing away from home. Really impressed, really happy with this type of performance. And hopefully we see more of the same. Although I do expect a changed side from Napoli. I do expect them to come out firing on all cylinders, although Milik has been really disappointing for Napoli so far. 6.3 rating, hasn't had the service that he requires, as he's probably received in those last 2 games in the Champions League, which saw him on the score sheet. So Hamšík has just gone off as well at half-time. That's a bit of an interesting one, seeing that his captain, what has the Napoli manager seen there? Gulen picking up a yellow card. The left full back, who's not performing as well as they'd hoped either. 6.5 for him. We've got a free kick. Alonso takes him. Not sure who he was looking for there. Here is Hazard now. And they're just finding it difficult to win the ball off Hazard, as any opposition do anyway when Hazard's on that ball. Here's Drinkwater now out wide to Mesut Ozil. Swings that in, looking for Morata. It's Hazard on the end of it. And he hits the post. Oh, he really does deserve a goal, Hazard, in this one. Shame he's just been denied there. It's Blind. Ozil almost made it 3 there. Free kick. Insigne swings it in. And how about that? Hamsik went off at half-time to be replaced by Peter Zielinski. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Koulibaly brings it down. No one marking Zielinski at all. And he just slots that into the back of the net. It's 2-1. They're right back in this. I'm going to encourage... Actually, I'm going to tell the players to concentrate. We've got an opportunity here. Hazard swings in the free kick. They're going to go and get a second here. Insigne, look at the space. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. Trying to find Russo. But we're going to be calm here, I hope. Passing this out the back. There we go. Conte. Back to Drinkwater. Out wide to Ozil. Is he going to find Morata? Good idea. But Morata just a bit slow off the mark. Wanted to stay on side as well. As Reina comes out and collects. David Luiz committing to that. Well done. Coming forwards. Here is Ozil to make it 3-1. No, he doesn't. So Giaccherini also on a yellow card now. Kante to Hazard. Hazard to find Drinkwater. Finds Ozil. Ooh, Gulam. Gulam clears the ball, but I think he took out Ozil as well. Or the referee saw something in that. And he's got a second yellow. He's off. Napoli down to 10 men. And that should be a great incentive now for us to go and get a third. Alonso with the free kick. And he almost does. He almost got a third for Chelsea. Reina saves. Got across his line quite quickly there as well. Wow. What an opportunity. What a goal that would have been. Insigne with another set piece for Napoli. And Courtois quick to it. Going down to 10 men, I feel, has fired Napoli up. Sometimes it has the opposite effect, but doesn't seem as though that's the case here today. I've told the team to contain. Let's hold on to this lead. Not make any silly mistakes. Here's Ozil now. Finds Victor Moses, who's come on for Azpilicueta. Moses beats 1. Moses beats 2. Is in. Morata hits the post again. Hazard with the free kick then for Chelsea. Kante heads it down for Blind. Blind makes it 3. And that now is game over. Wow. Daley Blind gets his second goal for Chelsea this season. Oh, what a finish. In that 6-yard area. Just follows it into the roof of the net. Makes it 3-1. And that should see us come away with 3 points here today. What an impressive performance. What an impressive away performance, I should say. And Courtois is going to collect that easily. That should be it then. Blow the whistle, ref. And that should book our place into the knockout stages of the Champions League. There we go. It's all over at San Paolo. It's finished 3-1 to Chelsea. Ozil, Morata and Daley Blind with all 3 goals. Really impressed. And what a difference compared to that home performance against Napoli earlier this season, about a month or so ago. So that, hopefully, we'll look at RB Leipzig battering Olympiacos 5-1 there at home. So Bakayoko is out with a concussion. He's out for 12 days. Injured after jumping. Got a yellow card as well for that. And Chelsea defeat 10-man Napoli. It was a lot better than what the media are trying to make out, that because they went down to 10 men, we absolutely battered Napoli. That wasn't the case. We were fantastic in that first half. We've received some money as well. Chelsea have confirmed their place in the next round, the knockout stages of the Champions League. Really happy with that, although I do want to go out on a high and win our next game at home to RB Leipzig. Chelsea enjoying life with Payton. With Payton having masterminded his Chelsea side to 14 victories over the past 20 games. Won't take long before fans and pundits alike begin to jump on the Chelsea bandwagon. 14 wins over 20 games. That's not bad going. And we're just going to praise Kante here. His passing was a joy to behold. Such a fantastic player to have in the side, and I'm sure many teams are going to be in for him when that window opens. So that's going to be about it for this episode. This 3-1 win against Napoli. Really happy with that. I'm thinking the next episode will be that midweek Premier League fixture against Spurs at Stamford Bridge, and then after that, episode 8 will finally see us make the trip to Old Trafford for the first time in this save. Me versus Mourinho. Looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too, as we take on Manchester United in the league. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.